What's up, everybody? What's happening? What's splash? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for rocking with me. Shout out to everybody that support. As a matter of fact, this topic comes from an email from a subscriber, Michelle Streeter. Y'all see her in the comments. She comments on just about all of my videos. Very complimentary on when I wear my hats and different things. She's always the one talking about how she like my hats or whatever. So appreciate the compliments, appreciate her support, and appreciate her for sending this topic. She wanted to know, oh yeah, be sure to love on somebody today. Don't let me leave that out. Be sure to love on somebody today. Got a wife, boyfriend, husband, whatever. Blow them a kiss, smoochie them on the cheeks, let them know, send them a text, let them know you appreciate them. Make somebody's heart do a little pitter patter today if you would. Now, the subscriber, Miss Michelle, wanted to know what's too early for a woman to tell a man some of the things that she is looking for when they first started dating. Is there a point that could be too early for a female to tell a man what she's looking for? In other words, if a woman really wants to be married, how soon should she tell that man, I'm interested in marriage, period, whether it's with him or not? But how soon should she say that? Or maybe she wants kids. Again, it don't even have to be with him. It's just maybe it's just part of her journey. She knows she want to have kids in life. What's too soon for her to say, I would like to have kids? And so I wanna answer that. And what I would say is be careful that you don't come across as demanding in terms of your expectations when you're going out on a date with a guy. It's one thing to be honest about what you want. It's another thing to come across as demanding or this is some type of ultimatum. She asked me my opinion, my perspective, so I'm going to give it by the way that I view things. If I'm early dating a woman and I want to get to know her, so I'm feeling her out. I'm feeling out her chemistry. Our chemistry. I'm feeling out, her mannerisms. Is she fun? Does she like to laugh? Is she on a more serious type? She a little more cerebral? Is she a little more simple-minded, intellectual? I'm feeling all that out. Does she like to go out? She like to stay in. First couple of, do we like to do the same things? We like to do different things. First couple of dates, 2 or 3 dates, even 4 or 5, that's kind of, I think, what most men just want to be comfortable with the person. You just get comfortable talking to one another. You seeing each other, face to face. You going out. You got your outfits on. Everybody looking nice. You laughing and giggling. To me now, those dates should be way more relaxed, but honest. So I would say if a man asks you about something like that, like, do you ever plan on, would you like, you think about getting married one day? If he asks you on those first couple of dates, then I would say be honest in your answer. If he asks you, do you have kids? If you don't have none, obviously, you don't have no kids yet, you say, nah, but I would like to have some one day. I would do something like that. Have you been married before? No, I never been married before, but I would like to be married one day. Something like that. It is part of my future. I believe I'm gonna be a wife and be a great mother. I would answer it that way. But to be on a date and tell the man, like, on the second or third date, I want to be married. I'm because women like to talk like that. I'm dating with intention. I'm not just dating to be out here. I'm not just giving up my goods and my cookies just to be out here. So when I start dating a man within a year, no more than 2 years, I want to be married or at least have a ring on my finger so I know that he mean what he say and we headed somewhere. I'm not saying that you should not have those goals in mind, but when you tell a man like that, you kind of speeding up the process where he know that he either gonna have to actually marry you or let you go. And in this day and age, people are taking more time to get to know one another because a lot of people have been burnt, they've been hurt, they done heard horror stories, so they're not trying to jump in enough. So a man not just gonna jump up out the gate necessarily like they did 30 years ago, see a woman on the other side of the room, run over there, and then a week later they already planning on getting married, and then 6 months later they walking down the aisle. Those days is pretty much kind of coming to a close. Men and women now understand that the vetting process has to be taken a little more serious. You really want to understand a person's character, especially when you're talking about marriage. You really want to take the time to examine a person's character, or is he or she a person of their word? Are they, do they show up when they're supposed to show up? If they late, do they call, text, let you know I'm gonna be late? Do they infringe on your time and don't even apologize for it? If they 30 minutes late and then show up and don't say anything, you got to ask yourself if this kind of person I want to be with for the rest of my life. So those first couple of dates to me should be chill moments where you're taking the time out to really just enjoy one another, because that person may just end up being a friend. The majority of the people you date obviously is not going to end up being your future spouse. Think about that. If you date 4 people, you're not marrying all 4 people. So don't even go in like this is my future husband. If you date 4 people, hopefully you don't have a baby by all four men. Hopefully you don't. Hopefully you don't. Now I know there's some nasty ones out there that don't mind them. I ain't gonna get into that on this video here. Hopefully you don't. But to answer the question, go in chill. First couple of dates, hang out, be loose, be carefree, enjoy the conversation, have the conversation. But if the guy, remember, especially when it comes to marriage, remember that it is the guy who extends the arm of the invitation of marriage. And when men, even if they want to be married either for the first time or again, I assure you it's not on their mind the first 5 or 6 days. I assure you it is not on their mind that this woman, I feel like she might be a great. I assure you it is not. It takes way longer than that for a man to. And I know there's one story in 1,000 where the man say, I knew when I saw her that no. We're not going by looks no more. Yeah. We see a beautiful woman that laugh and giggle. We can say to ourselves, I knew when I saw her she was gonna be my wife. We ain't even know the woman. We base all that off of she was way in our attraction zone. We love the way she laughed. We love the way she carried herself. We love her demeanor out in public. So we say, and then it might have worked out. But nowadays, no. We ain't going by looks nowadays. So we need those dates to count. So we need the woman to show up, be herself, be carefree, be realistic, enjoy a good, healthy conversation, have a good time, and then in due time, I would say that if that's what his interests are, you're going to know it. As far as I'm concerned, me personally, if we haven't dated for 6 months, I don't want to hear no question about. I don't want to hear you tell me your expectation. Now, again, I want to be clear. I If you want to be married one day, be honest about that. So the dude know this woman wants to be married. But to say this is my expectations, you 3 months in and then a woman telling you, Shaniqua telling you, I'm using Shaniqua instead of Keisha, because somebody reached out to me in one of my comments and said, hey man, I'm dating a Keisha. You use that name a lot. Can you respectfully use a different name? I said, yeah, Playboys, let me know what name. Give me a name, I'll use it for you. And so he said Shaniqua. Okay, so now all my Keishas are Shaniqua. Shout out to the one that hopefully you subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, you watching this, put down in the comments if that's you. Yeah, I'm the one. Appreciate it, Professor X. If you don't put that down in the comments of this video, I'm going back to using Keisha. So that's on you. But hopefully, y'all go out, you have a good time, you enjoy yourself. Don't put no demands on it. That's what I was saying. I'm not studying a woman that want to give demands. Be honest, but in the dating process, be honest, but do not be demanding. And since it's the man who gives the invitation, let him bring it up first, unless he asks you. So again, I'm not saying do you, Professor X, never tell him. No. If the subject is leading that way, it's okay to say. I want to be very clear. It's okay to say, yes, I would like to be married one day. Yes, I'd like to be married by the time, you can say those things. If you're 30 years old, you can say, I'd like to be married by the time I'm 33. I want to go ahead and have kids, get them out the way. I don't want to be an old lady when they graduate, old lady when they go to college, old lady having grandkids. You can say all those things, right? But just watch the tone of how you say it. If a man feel like you putting an ultimatum on him early on, he's probably going to back away. He's probably going to back away from that situation. We don't want to feel no pressure early on about having to marry nobody. I'm just telling you, men don't want to feel no pressure when you on the first couple of dates about having to marry nobody or having kids with nobody. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Or talking about if you don't want to live in Atlanta, me and you can't be together. If you don't want to live in New York, me and you, no demands. No demands the first couple of days, okay? Let months go by, time go by, let consistency show up, and then you'll know when the right time is. So hopefully this answers your question. How soon is too soon? I can't tell you how soon is too soon. All I can tell you is just let it ride. Let it ride. Let the man be the man. Okay, if you into him and he's into you, and you know, because y'all have had conversations, you kind of know, because a man gonna tell you out the gate, like a man gonna do this right here. So, because he gonna prep you. So a man gonna tell you out the gate, like, I was mad before, 10 years, there ain't even something I'm trying to do anymore. So you done heard what he said. Oh, I was mad for 10 years. God divorced my ex-wife, drained me for everything I got. Man, the next woman I get, I'm going to date her for a while before I marry her. Once again, you heard what he said. So if you listening, he going to tell you. So you ain't got to come back and be like, well, I'm only going to date somebody for a year or else we can. No. He probably not going to be the one for you. You done heard what he said. Y'all can skip the whole conversation. He done told you in the conversation, and men will let you know. Y'all heard me. I've done it on my channel. I was mad 20 years divorce. Nah, I get mad. Nah. We gonna have to date 20 years. But anyway, y'all got it? Good. Don't put no demands on them.